understand is that Conte de la Pasta, which I call him, he was supposed to be this world-class manager who is very pragmatic and knows how to get results. He knows how to win trophies. He's out of the Carabao Cup. So you're telling me he has any chance of winning the FA Cup? Or do you think he stands a chance of winning the Champions League? Touch wood, I don't jinx that. I don't think he's going to win it before Arsenal. Or do you think he's going to win the Premier League, which I know as in sports, they're not winning the Premier League in the next 50 years. They just stand a chance. So how is this world-class manager that is being pushed towards by the media, by the former players, which they believe that whatever they say is gospel, make it make sense? How is that going to come into fruition? How is that going to be, or are they going to manifest it? Because these days a lot of nonsense has been manifested. Like people manifest all kinds of nonsense, but they can't manifest goodness in their life. So make it make sense. This is Conte, Antonio Conte. He played with their best player, their world-class striker, Harry Kane, from the start, and they still lost to Nottingham Forest. They conceded 2 goals in the first half. They've been doing this consistently, but he's a world-class manager. He wins everywhere he goes. Is it possible he has lost his mojo? Is that a possibility? Because let's not forget, a manager that has similar roadmap, similar pattern, Jose Mourinho, he was winning for the first 7 years. Interesting, very interesting. Nottingham Forest 2, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Wow. Wow. So with their evangelical football, their faith-based football, 8-1-1, Hoof to Hurricane and Son. Let's see what happened. Now, unfortunately for Spurs, Song is injured, so wasn't part of the team, but Harry Kane actually started this match. So with a world-class manager, a world-class striker, a team that at the beginning of the season, according to pundits, experts, former footballers, they were waxing lyrical how they won the transfer window, how they're going to challenge Man City for the league. Conte de la Pasta wins everywhere he goes, at Chelsea, at Inter, at Juve. He wins everywhere he goes. But what's happening at Spurs? Why is he playing evangelical football, hopeful football, faith-based football? Make it make sense. This world-class manager who wins everywhere he goes. How come for the past how many matches, the first half, they don't do anything? They concede in the first half and they try and come back in second half. In what football? Show me where a manager pull out the taxes that where his team doesn't play well in the first half, they are boring, they are pedestrian, they are passive, they surrender leads in the first half, and they try to equalize and win the game in the second half. What tactic is that? What kind of tactical nuance is that from a world-class manager where for the past few games in the Champions League, in the Premiership, now in the League Cup, they concede in the first half, they surrender leads in the first half, they are like, they're pedestrian, they don't care in the first half, but in the second half, they come in with this pace and passion, they try to recover, try to win. Show me, name one coach that deploys that. One world-class manager that deploys that. Make it make sense that you have a team that for some reason don't play well in the first half. They don't just show up in the first half. They refuse to show up in the first half, but the second half, they come out all guns blazing, they are chasing, they are running. So are you telling me for some reason Spurs cannot play 90 minutes? They're a 45 minutes team, they're a second half team. Now, why don't you just admit that maybe the players are not fit enough or the manager is something is just wrong somewhere? Because I don't understand it, guys. Make me understand why a team consistently this season, they don't show up in the first half, they only show up in the second half. That the stats are there for you guys that like stats. Against Marseille, against Dortmund in the league, against Liverpool last week. For the last 6 games Spurs have been playing, they go behind in the first half. They don't show up in the first half, but for some odd reasons, their fitness, their verve, their enthusiasm, their passion just show up in the second half, and they think they can actually equalize and win. Now, they can do that to the likes of Baltimore. They can do that to the mediocre teams, but they can't do that consistent. It's not sustainable. But what I don't understand is that Conte de la Pasta, which I call him, he was supposed to be this world-class manager who is very pragmatic and knows how to get results. He knows how to win trophies. He's out of the Carabao Cup. So you're telling me he has any chance of winning the FA Cup? Or do you think he stands a chance of winning the Champions League? Touch wood, I don't jinx that. I don't think he's going to win it before Arsenal. Or do you think he's going to win the Premier League, which I know, as in sports, they're not winning the Premier League in the next 50 years. They just stand a chance. So how is this world-class manager that is being pushed towards by the media, by the former players, which they believe that whatever they say is gospel, make it make sense? How is that going to come into fruition? How is that going to be? Or are they going to manifest it? Because these days a lot of nonsense has been manifested. Like people manifest all kinds of nonsense, but they can't manifest goodness in their life. So make it make sense. This is Conte, Antonio Conte. He played with their best player, their world-class striker, Harry Kane, from the start, and they still lost to Nottingham Forest. They conceded 2 goals in the first half. They've been doing this consistently, but he's a world-class manager. He wins everywhere he goes. Is it possible he has lost his mojo? Is that a possibility? Because let's not forget, a manager that has similar roadmap, similar pattern, Jose Mourinho, he was winning for the first 7 years, being pragmatic, being ultra defensive, aided with finances, buying players he wanted to buy. But people called him world-class manager. I did not subscribe to that. I just felt that he had the finances at that time, and it was lucky with the era at that time that there were no other teams to compete financially to get the kind of players he was getting, and he just had the rub of the grain. See, defensive play is not sustainable. Attacking play is more sustainable because the more you attack, you have more chances of scoring and winning. Defensively, you can get your chances and score and defend it, but it doesn't work all the time. It doesn't work all the time. There's a reason why naturally people enjoy attacking football compared to watching defensive football. Aside from the fact that it's more fluid, the results most of the time of attacking football is goals. But the result of defensive football, minority of the time, you might win a few games, but it is not sustainable in the long run, and it's boring. Even sports fans are complaining of the play. Is lethargic. It's a hard watch. But this is actually coming from a so-called world-class manager. How ironic is it? Very ironic that a world-class manager cannot play beautiful football. No, he can't play attacking football. It's utterly defensive. But we're going to continue to judge him by his past, not his present, not the apparent. Let's go to give him the accolades for what he did in the past. But in the present time, or present tense, he's struggling with sports, and the results have been wretched for the past few weeks. The playing has been wretched. Even expression, one of the hardline sports fans is tired of watching what he calls fossil football. I can't watch that. That's why I watch Arsenal. The supposed apprentice Arteta plays more beautiful football, something entertaining to watch, something seductive, something sweet to watch, eye candy, something you can enjoy and relish. And actually, you can actually watch Arsenal matches. How many of you can actually go and rewatch sports matches, Tottenham matches? How many of you actually can sit down and rewatch it? Let me know. I've set my own pace. Like I said, and I remain resolute on it. Antiono Conte is not a world-class manager. He's a good manager, and I give him his flowers. He has won the league in Juve, but you guys don't apply the nuances why he won the league in Juve. When he won the league in England with Chelsea, you won't apply the nuances that team was fantastic. He had the backing of the owner. I will know how Abramovich used to dish out money to get players. When Juve won it, they were the best in Italy. So, like, it's like winning a league in Scotland with Celtic. That's a default setting. But this nuance has not applied. But this pundit and this former players have a way of shoving down their narrative through our throat, and we have to believe it. Some of us apply logic. That's why I do not fall for propagandas or agendas. I have an independent way of thinking and thinking through things, and I'm very, very objective. Regardless of the fact that I support Arsenal, I try my best to be very objective. And you guys can see before your eyes, Antonio Conte is not the character that the media is painting him. He's not the world-class manager that the media is painting. If you like my content, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you stick a like on the video for the upgrade, very important. And I will see you guys on the next one.